Been working on my solar stuff right there. It's another reason why this solar stuff isn't going to do very well. People are scared of that stuff. Electricity and stuff, you're going to catch on fire, everybody's going to die. It's complicated, it's expensive. You guys hang with me, because I am going to you know, walk you again through the solar stuff. And you just got to be careful out there. There's people out there that are just trying to take advantage of you. And there's also people out there that just want to help you. So you got to kind of, you know, weed through all that stuff. But this is for the record. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling BS on the America running out of diesel in 26 more days. What is it now? 22 more days. Make sure you're watching your clock, right? And you guys remember this video. So I'm just going to tell you what crosses my mind. Okay? It's the real deal what crosses my mind. What I heard lately is like, this is the largest transfer of wealth in the history of man. A lot of the old folks that were saving up, you know, saving up for retirement, you know, with their 401ks and their pensions and all that jazz, well, they're dying off. And when they're dying off, they never took those vacations, and they never did any of that jazz that they were saving up for all those years for retirement for, because, you know, they had their knees replaced and their hips replaced and their backs operated on, and they couldn't walk that good. A lot of them got overweight from sitting around the house too much after they quit working, and they couldn't hardly walk. You can't breathe walking it's pretty windy out here, but you can't breathe just walking from the couch to the refrigerator. So where are you going, right? And so these kids are getting this money, and they're losing this money. They're transferring this money over. And what I watch a lot of this stuff, you know, I'm not no world economic guy or anything, you know, I'm just a dumb farm guy living in an off-grid log cabin, you know, right there, that I built myself. That's our outdoor kitchen. That's where we process all of our food that we grow. We grow 90% of our own food. What I'm kind of seeing is like this artificial inflation of all the prices. For no reason at all, we were just humming right along, and now all of a sudden everything we buy costs more. And I keep trying to rack my brains to this, you know, because I see in parts of the country, parts of the world, that they're throwing food away, that there's plenty of food, say. You know, there's plenty of food out there still. There's plenty of everything. I'm going to talk about gas in a future video, but there's plenty of gas. Diesel gas is the least refined gas, in case you guys didn't know that. Diesel gas is the least refined gas, and that's why we use it to move the world. Everybody in the whole world needs diesel gas. So there's not going to be any shortage of diesel gas. We're not going to run out in America of diesel gas. And I wanted to go on the record saying that my channel is not going to promote the Armageddon of losing all diesel gas in our country, because I don't think it's going to happen. And if it did happen, it would be bad news. But I don't think they're that stupid. We're in the middle of going into a midterm election that's happening like this coming Tuesday. So they're on the fence with everything. What if they win, right? They don't want to have a diesel shortage right when they start taking over into the next step. So that's not going to happen. No diesel gas. The whole world would stop. And if they lose, then they'll just use that as ammo, saying, look, they couldn't even handle one of the major things that government's responsible for, which would be making sure petroleum moves about freely so we can run and, you know, handle our business as a country and as a people. So as you guys watch these videos, and maybe it's working you up and getting you a little anxious, I'm bowing out of the diesel shortage videos, because I'm not a buyer on it. Like I say, I call BS. And I just wanted to kind of put that on the record. Because a lot of these videos, man, they're like, in this day, and this day, and this day, and then you guys keep on with it, and you got this, the short-term memory stuff. You can use the short-term memory stuff both ways. You can use it to your advantage, You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do. They're hoping that you don't remember stuff. So they're constantly hitting you and barraging you with stuff. You know, like Joe Biden saying that Stacy Abrams lost the election, that it was stolen from her in Georgia, or Hillary Clinton saying that George Bush was selected, not elected, right? And I don't know if you guys, some of you guys are old enough to remember, we actually had to go all the way to the courts and everything to determine one election, because there was some, the hanging Chad or something they called it. Oh, it's one of my firewood sticks from the last video fell off down there. I had to make sure I get that in there. That's like gold right now. Gold bars right there. Got gold bars in my thing there. Well, anyways, so yes, you know, they're gonna try to choke everything that I don't want to be by these wind chimes, but they're gonna choke everything that you guys is normal. Everything that's normal, everything's gonna get choked. They're gonna bring up these mysterious things, and you know, they're gonna blame Putin. He's the fall guy right now, and they got everybody forced into thinking that solar cars, you know, like these, you know, cars are so fabulous and everyone's gonna be driving electric cars. That's all malarkey. I'm gonna call BS on that, and I'll do a video about it too. I'm here to tell you, man, if the country was literally about to run out of gas in 2 weeks, right? Diesel gas, one of the most important fuels that we have. President of the United States would be at his podium. And if he's not, that's a huge problem. So I'm calling, like I say, I'm calling BS on this diesel gas stuff. Man, they're working us up, and they're working us up. And sometimes my mind, you know, I just kind of think crazy. Sometimes my mind thinks, you know, also a way to transfer wealth is to, if you get everybody hyped up and they start freaking out on everything and they start going out and buying everything, and you just raise all the prices on everything, so you're making actually more money, because you're doing, you know, you have more sales, more people buying, you raise the price up, you're doing the same work you were doing, you know, 6 months ago, 2 years ago. And the only problem now is they're going to push this green agenda, and that's where you're running into your trick bag. It's because then they're going to start blaming it on the climate change. Or first it was global warming, and then they got busted because we were actually cooling, and now it's climate change. And it's just another new religion. They weaponize the weather, they weaponize the flu, they're going to weaponize everything. They weaponize the food right now, if you guys haven't noticed. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the whole matter. Thanks for stopping by the homestead. I'm glad I'm on the record for it. Leave your comments down below if you're buying into it. Hope you're subscribed to our channel, because we're going to be unleashing some more tips and tricks on the daily for you guys. And, you know, we're just going to make sure, like, you know, even if they're trying to do this stuff, we're going to put out the advice and the information so you guys can weave around it until they're right in your face. I mean, when they come right into your face, then you guys are going to have to make your own decisions. See you guys on the next video. Make sure you pound that subscribe button. Give me a like on the way out. See you on the next video. One more thing. One more thing before you get out of here. Now, I just want to be perfectly clear. I'm not saying the prices aren't going to go up and they're not going to choke your wallet and choke you right out of using anything that you want to use. Because that's the plan, Stan. Because I was on record saying way before, when all the stuff started happening, all the rich people can afford any old price you throw at them. Don't you worry about it. Bling, bling, they just write the money off. It's no big deal. It's the working man that's going to choke. So just so you know, so if you can store some diesel gas right now, if you need it for around your homestead for your tractors or something, get some way to contain some. Just get it now while it's less expensive, and then ride out the storm. I just want to be on record for saying that too.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdougandstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!